Why, why didn't you tell me she was your wife?
I was thinking about reading the Bible. Wrote a song about it. Not here, here it goes.
I'm sure you thought the Bible was boring, but I have to tell you it's not. Subscribe to my show and let's find out what's in it. Not a Christian, never read the Bible, but there's a lot to learn in here, so let's learn it together. So, last chapter we read was chapter 11. It was called the Tower of Babel, and a little bit interesting. And then we also talked about Shem's and Terah's descendants. And now we are at the chapter 12, the call of Abram. Not Abraham, but Abram. I wonder if there's any relationship there. We'll see. Now the Lord said to Abram, "Go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you, and I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you I will curse. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." Okay? So Abram went, as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he departed from Haran. And Abram took Sarai, I think it's Sarai, his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their possessions that they had gathered, and the people that had acquired in Haran. They took with them all their possessions that they had gathered, and the people that they had acquired in Haran. The people that they had acquired. Does that mean slaves? I mean, I would think that it probably does, or at least indentured servants or servants of some sort. And the people that they had acquired in Haran, and they set out to go to the land of Canaan. When they came to the land of Canaan, Abram, I said Abraham. It's not Abraham, it's Abram. Abram passed through the land to the place at Shechem, to the oak of Moreh. And at the time the Canaanites were in the land. Then the Lord appeared to Abram and said, "To your offspring I will give this land." Okay, good deal. That's great. So he built there an altar to the Lord, who had appeared to him. From there he moved to the hill country on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, with Bethel on the west, and Ai, that's I on the east, I on the east. And there he built an altar to the Lord, and called upon the name of the Lord. And Abram journeyed on, still going toward Negeb, or Negeb. Next section, Abram and Sarai in Egypt. Now there was a famine in the land, so Abram went down to Egypt to sojourn there. Sojourn, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I think it's an extended stay, something along those lines. For the famine was severe in the land. I guess it was severe in Canaan, but not so in Egypt. So they went down to Egypt. Okay. When he was about to enter Egypt, he said to Sarai, his wife, "I know that you are a beautiful woman in appearance. And when the Egyptians see you, they will say, 'This is his wife.' Then they will kill me, but they will let you live. Say you are my sister, that it may go well with me because of you. May go well because of you. And that my life may be spared for your sake." When Abram entered Egypt, the Egyptians saw that the woman was very beautiful. And when the princes of Pharaoh saw her, they praised her to Pharaoh. And the woman was taken into the Pharaoh's house. And for her sake, he dealt well with Abram. And he had sheep, oxen, male donkeys, male servants, female servants, female donkeys, and camels. Yes, slavery, or at least indentured servitude, was definitely a thing going on down there. And but look at this. Don't tell them that you're my wife, because when they take you, which they're going to take you, sounds like, they will think that I have a claim over you since I'm your husband, and they'll kill me. So just say you're my sister. Then they won't kill me when I go down there. So, and it looks like it looks like Pharaoh took her into his house, and I guess that means took her as his wife. And it looks like she pleaded with Pharaoh in some fashion to not kill her brother. And Pharaoh, since he didn't feel like her brother was any threat to her, he let Abram live. And I guess Abram was okay with that, as long as he didn't get killed. This is all this, all these stories. They're always competing with each other, trying to get one up on each other. And I guess life's hard down there. Maybe that's just the way it had to be. Going on. The Lord afflicted Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarai, Abram's wife. Okay, so the Lord didn't like it that Pharaoh took Sarai as his wife. So Pharaoh called Abram and said, "What is this you have done to me? Why did you not tell me that she was your wife? Why did you say she is my sister, so that I took her for my wife?" Why didn't you tell me she was your wife? I wouldn't have taken her for my wife if I had known that, Pharaoh was saying. "Now then, here is your wife. Take her and go." Wow. And Pharaoh gave men orders concerning him, and they sent him away with his wife and all that he had. Okay, so Abram is thinking that Pharaoh's going to kill him. And maybe Pharaoh would have killed him, but it sounds like maybe he's a stand-up guy. He says, "I wouldn't have took her for my wife if I had known she was your wife. So here, take your wife, get the hell out of my country." Very interesting. They're always getting one up on each other. They're always trying to make sure that nobody's going to compete with them. If they do compete with even God, if they're going to get too close to competition here, they smack them down or whatever. It's very dog eat dog in the beginning of the Bible, in the beginning of the world, I would say, and I would have to say that's probably how it was, and that's how it had to be. See you next chapter. Next chapter is going to be Abram and Lot separate. We'll see why they did. Chapter 13. See you next time. New chapters every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
You know it's a must. Gotta have a friend in Jesus.